CPC, cost per click. This is the amount of money you pay the algorithm for them to give you one person that clicks on your link, on your ad. For example, if you have a 0.5 CPC, you paid on average $0.50 to get somebody to click onto your ad. A good CPC is generally under $1. If your CPC is above $2, you want to look at your creative, because something that is making there's something in your creative, something on the back end that is making people not click your ad, not click your link. For example, if you have a really high CPC, just some random 3 examples. Number 1, you're targeting the wrong audience, which means TikTok is using more of your money to try and get them to click your link, but they're just not going to do it. Okay, so they're spending a lot of money. So fix your audience, fix your targeting. Number 2, maybe you have the right audience, but your CPC is really high. Okay, so you could look at your creatives. Do your creatives do they show the product in a positive light? Do they have a pretty UGC person? Okay, does it go over the benefits of the product? If no, then people aren't going to click. Okay, maybe it has all that stuff, right? Maybe you're targeting the right audience. Maybe it displays the product in whatever light. Maybe the third thing is you don't have a good CTA, a call to action. So people are resonating with your creative, they're resonating with your product, but they don't know how to buy, or they don't know where they should buy, or that type of thing. So introduce them. CTA, call to action. For example, you could fix that by just having your UGC creator say, hey, you know where to get it down below, or they have a buy one get one free offer going on right now. This is where I bought it. Okay, so that's CPC. The second metric is CTR, click-through rate. This is the amount of people or the percentage of people who click onto your website, who click your link, relative to the entire number of people who watched your video. So if 1,000 people watched your video, okay, and you have a 1% CTR, that would mean, is that 10? 10 people clicked your link? Or it's not 100. 100 would be 10 CTR. 1 CTR would be, I guess, 10 then. So if you had 10 people for 1,000 people, let me just do 100. If per 100 people saw your ad and 1 person clicked the ad, you'd have a 1% CTR, technically speaking. Now, if your CTR, your click-through rate is high, that's a good thing, because that means out of all these people who are clicking onto your ad, out of all these people who see your ad, these people click the ad, right? That's good in theory, right? This to this is good. This, okay, is not good relative to this. So you want to have a high CTR. You don't want to have a low CTR. If your CTR is below 1.5%, what you want to do is make your ad more, you want to get people to click on your ad more. So like I described before, okay? That means people aren't resonating with your ad if your CTR is high. Finally, we have CPM. So CPM is kind of the hardest metric to determine what's going on, but essentially, if you have a CPM of $100, that means for every 1,000 people that see your ad, you are paying $100 for 1,000 people to see your ad. So you want your CPMs not necessarily to be low, but also not necessarily to be high. If you have really high CPMs, your targeting is either very specific, or there's an audience mix-up, or our audience targeting issue, or the product is very saturated. If your CPMs are very low, very, very, very low, that means that you have very, very broad targeting. And as a result, your CTR is probably going to be low and your CPC is going to be low. So all these metrics work in accordance with each other. I I hope that helps. Any questions, leave them down below.